Sitting here drinking my coffee. It is like 1:30 on a Thursday, and it is going to be raining today. It's really cloudy outside. Rainy days, usually with this business, storefront window cleaning, tend to be slower because people just don't like to have their windows cleaned when it's raining. And it's just kind of how it is. So, anyway, this video, I'm going to be talking about what storefront window cleaning gives me, as in what kind of day, what kind of life does this business allow you to have. So first thing, it gives me flexibility. It gives me time freedom. Jobs don't take that long, at most 3 hours. So I have time to do things I like to do. I have time to go to the gym whenever I want. I go out dancing 3 times a week. I go out dancing. And, before I used to work jobs where I was always working. I was always working. I didn't have time to do hobbies and things that I enjoyed, to hang out with friends and to try new things, live a dynamic life, trying did training, boxing, martial arts, dancing. I couldn't do any of those things. Before, my life was literally just work, work, and I'd still work out, but with one day off, you could only do so much. So yeah, this business gives me a very flexible schedule. I could do a lot of things, and I know what it's like to work at jobs where you have to be somewhere from a set time to a set time, and when you're done, being exhausted and not wanting to do stuff because you're tired from working your full day. And with this business, it gives you a lot of time. You can move things around in the schedule. You could rearrange different days. You can start early. You could start later. You could start whenever the hell you want, really. And I really like that because it's a more flexible schedule. It's not set in stone, and you can work things out with your clients. So yeah, man, since I've started this business, just my general control over my life has been much better. I have so much more control over my days, how I go about my days. Hell, if I want to go to the beach midday, I can go do that. If I want to hang out with a friend midday, I can go do that if I choose to, because as long as I'm staying, I'm getting the jobs done that I set out to do, I can do whatever I want after I'm done. I don't have to report to someone. I don't have to clock in. I don't have to clock out. I don't have anyone telling me what to do. And that could be a good thing and a bad thing, because the good thing is you are left to your own judgment, your own discretion. The bad thing could be that if you get a little too comfortable, then you won't work as hard, make the money you want to make. So you need a balance, But the main point is that there's a lot of flexibility in your schedule, your ability to move things around, to work how you want to work, to create your own working sort of workflow. So yeah, man, that's what I love about this business. Yeah, I mean, you're not making, $10,000 a month. At least right now, I'm not with this business. But I make enough to pay my bills. I make enough to pay rent. I make enough to get food. And I'm striving to grow it more and more. And just my general quality of life has risen because I live a dynamic life. I don't just work. I work out, I hang out with friends, I do dancing 3 times a week, I train martial arts, I do a lot of things. And I have the freedom to do that. I have the time to do that because my schedule isn't being controlled by someone else. It's being controlled by me. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to share the positives of this business. And by having your own service business, you have a lot more freedom. And if you guys are thinking about a business to start, I mean, I recommend Storefront window cleaning just because that's what I do. And I enjoy it. I enjoy going to different businesses, and providing the service and growing the business. It's not the most high-ticket business, but it's a service that's needed, that's recurring, that's frequent. So if you build a decent-sized route, you could bring in, the 3 to 5K pretty quickly if you really hustle hard for, like 6 months. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, I got a course, the Storefront Window Clean Blueprint, down below. Teaches you the system that I use to build, start, acquire, build out a recurring storefront window clean route that pays you recurring, and you can build a side income, build a business, make extra money. Simple system. And for the cost of the course, you make that back in the first day or two, literally. So the course, it pays for itself if you follow the steps of the course. So that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, like, subscribe for more content, and have a blessed day. Peace.